Well, finally, I'm going to take a look at a Fender Player Series guitar. Don't go anywhere. Well, because I've reviewed a number of affordable guitars, I've been asked about the Fender Player Series. Now, the truth is, I had no experience with the Player Series. I did have a little experience with the earlier Standard Series, but the Players, I just haven't picked them up yet. Well, all that changes today. I picked up a Player Telecaster, and here it is. A lovely white Player Telecaster. So let's take a look at it. So when I got this guitar, I did my usual setup work. I made sure it had the correct amount of relief. I didn't actually have to even touch the truss rod. I adjusted the string action to my preference, which is about 1.5 to 1.75 millimeter on the high E, and about 1.75 to 2 millimeter on the low E. And it's now right in that zone. I checked the intonation. Intonation was good. You know, overall it's set up pretty well and it plays pretty decently. I've been hearing that the fretwork on these was hit or miss. And that may very well be the case. Lots of production guitars will need fret leveling after you purchase them. It's just a sad fact of high volume production. But this one actually is pretty good. I think the frets are really quite level. They're finished fairly nicely. The fret ends aren't perfect, but they aren't terrible either. It's put together very well. The neck pocket, almost no gap at all, very slight. I don't even think I could get a piece of paper in there. The neck is nicely profiled, very much the modern Fender C shape. Frets are well seated. Finish is applied very nicely. Pickguard looks cut perfectly. No complaints about any of it until we get to the nut. And the nut is cut a little on the wonky side. The low E is way away from the edge of the fingerboard, and the high E is very, very close to it. If I were keeping this guitar, I'd be cutting a new nut. So let's see how it sounds. Here's the neck pickup. Yeah, I like it. How about the bridge? Very nice. All right, let's try both pickups together. So let's hear it with a little gain. First, some light overdrive with the Sweet Honey. And the bridge pickup. And how about both pickups together? Let's try a little more gain. This is the Rockett The Dude pedal. Once again, neck pickup. And bridge pickup. both pickups together. Let's get on to the backing track. So how about my final thoughts? Overall, I think the Player Series Telecaster is very well put together. It's nicely crafted, the neck feels great, the body's beautifully made, the controls all feel really good. I think these are full-size pots, the same switch used in the American version. The tuners are great, it holds tune really well. If it wasn't for that badly cut nut, it would be great. And actually the slotting in the nut, other than being just a little too high, it's fine. It's staying in tune really well. It's handling the bends just fine. It's just that off-center cut. I would just prefer the nut have the proper spacing. So if you like this video, subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that bell notification icon. Share it with your friends. And I'll see you next week. Quality of the